My name's Amma, and if you couldn't tell from my shameless crying earlier, I am Yasmin's best friend and her maid of honor. I met Yasmin 8 years ago on our first day of medical school. I was a mess, I was late, disorganized, half the things they'd asked me to bring I'd forgotten at home. She seemed to be the polar opposite. She was very put together, as you can tell. Everything was organized into neat boxes and files. But we got close over the next few weeks. We bonded over our shared love of food and sleep, which eventually led us to sharing food and falling asleep in lectures. She became the best friend I ever had, and over the last 8 years, she's become like family to me. As you can imagine, knowing her for this long has given me access to all her deepest and her darkest secrets, which I'm very glad to share with you today. So the first thing I'll tell you is that Yasmin will bring the best out in you. She's always had a very special way of making the people around her better off. You just have to compare the contents of my fridge before and after living with her for 6 years, and you'll know the kind of miracles that she can do. I know that 8 years of being her friend has made me a significantly better off in so many ways, so I can only just imagine what a lifetime of growing old with her will do for you, Oliver. The second thing you should know is that Yasmin is a very safe place. You know that when you're with her, you'll always get the truest version of her. This is important because it means that you can always give the truest version of yourself back. You don't have to hide. Yasmin's always been real about who she is, and she creates a space where you can be exactly who you are with no pretense, and she'll never really judge you about the worst part of yourself. Or at least if it's really bad, she'll judge you but laugh along with you. And lastly, maybe one of the most important things for you to know, Oliver, is that Yasmin is better with you than without you. I've known her for 8 years, and I can honestly vouch for the fact that she's happier with you. You make her feel beautiful and special, and you give her confidence in herself. She is better with you in every way that matters. I've watched the both of you grow, and not for nothing, I totally predicted that you'd end up like this. So you can trust my judgment when I can say I see this lasting for the long haul. You're the other half of her puzzle, and I know that you think that you're lucky to have her, and you're right, but I think it's also important for you to know that she's lucky to have you too.
I call upon
these persons here present
to
witness that I, Yasmin Victoria Gale,
Yasmin Victoria Gale,
do take thee, Oliver James Martin Thompson, to be my lawful wedded husband. Oliver, as I take you to be my husband, I promise to love you, to honour you, and to respect you. I will stand by you, and be true to you always. I will care for you, laugh with you when you are happy, and comfort you when you are sad. Whatever life may bring, I will always love you.
On behalf of my wife and I owe you a huge thank you for attending our wedding and sharing the most special day of our lives with us. For those of you that don't know, Yasmin and I met on Tinder. I remember our first date like it was yesterday. We met in Soho and went for a pub for a quick drink. At first, I genuinely didn't think it was going well, as Yasmin ordered a Diet Coke and kept playing with a necklace. But after a while, I guess she was into me, or at least she had no other plans, as we went for a walk around St James's Park and then sat on a park bench for hours just talking. I remember asking tons and tons of questions about her medical studies and what she actually has to do and had to do. I was, and still am, in awe of Yasmin's work ethic, her intelligence, and just blown away by her mind, which is a fountain of knowledge. At the end of the day, I remember leaving her at Charing Cross Station and getting on the tube with a huge grin about how amazing she was and really thinking I was on to a winner. Yasmin, my wife, thank you for saying yes. Thank you for loving me the years that I've known you. They've been the best of my life so far, by far. I'm confident moving forward it'll be more of the same, and I can't wait to spend those years with you. You've changed me, but not in a forced way, but by showing me that I can be more than I was. I've become an organ donor. I eat healthier. I take better care of myself. And mine doesn't show it, but I do. I promise. I'm more conscious of other people because of your kindness. I genuinely don't know how I've been so lucky to end up as your husband. You're genuinely the most caring, loving person I've ever met. Also, you're so gorgeous. I don't actually know how I've landed someone like you. So incredibly beautiful, and not just beautiful today, where you look stunning, but every day. I'm sure you've seen me just grin to myself looking at you whilst we're watching TV or eating, and that's usually what I'm thinking about, just how lucky I am to have you by my side.
Now, it's customary on these occasions to offer a few words of wisdom to the happy couple. First, during your marriage, you'll disagree on things. You'll have arguments. Well, we all do. However, whatever you may argue about, always remember, keep a sense of proportion, don't humiliate one another, respect your partner's views, even if they are wrong, and be gracious. Secondly, piece of advice, be kind to one another and be generous. Third, old married couples, we know that part of the secret of a successful marriage is patience, tolerance and forgiveness. Failing at a bad memory can be very useful. Ladies and gentlemen, now as my final duty and my very great privilege is to propose a toast to our son and our new daughter-in-law. So please stand. Ladies and gentlemen, please raise your glasses to Yasmin and Oliver, the bride and groom. Yasmin and Oliver.
For those who don't know me, my name is Chris and I'm Oliver's long-suffering older brother. Yasmin, you're looking beautiful today, and even though you have been part of our family for a number of years, I'm so happy to now be able to call you my sister-in-law, and I'm delighted to officially welcome you into our family. Some people believe in fate and that everything happens for a reason, and I think this is true, because what would happen if either of you had swiped left instead of right?
I honestly feel like I've won at life getting married to Yasmin. I'm sure you all know that I can do and do talk about Yasmin for hours on end. Sorry guys. So I'll now draw to a close with a few final words. Thank you, Yasmin, my beautiful wife. You really are the most amazing person I've ever met, and you are the most beautiful, amazing person I've ever let eyes on, and I promise to do my best at making you as happy and loved as you make me. I couldn't be prouder to call myself your husband. So please, one more final toast to my wife, to Yasmin.